What up, family? It's your boy Amarú.
And it's your boy Eazy.
And we are back with another episode of Eazy RuViews. We backstage trying to fuck around with the stupid ass audio and video and popping. So bear with us because we're trying to figure out some shit. But today we got a special guest. We done talked about Kanye before. Not that Kanye, but our Kanye.
Our boy Kanye.
Get this man his introduction. You get the government name once. So let's try this silly ass shit. Welcome to the stage, Senor Kenyon Jackson.
I'm humbled.
Can we hear your ass this time?
I'm honored. I'm humbled to be here inside y'all's wonderful presence.
And the audio works.
Oh, bet. Yeah.
We was fucking around like 5 different times trying to figure out why Eazy could hear him and I couldn't hear him, and Eazy could.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Okay.
Yeah. Good.
Before we get started, Eazy,
Yep.
you wanted to give a birthday shout out, so I'm gonna give you the full screen.
I
Go
appreciate
ahead,
it.
shoot your shot, fam. Shoot your shot.
Everybody know it was, the Queen's birthday, as you can see. So shout out to my baby mama, my future wife, Robin Rihanna Fenty. Happy birthday to the Queen, the real Queen. Yeah, man, it's a real one. I hope y'all all wished her happy birthday. Y'all better have. Or...
I ain't mad at you, E. Just say.
It's all good.
Oh, yeah, he still has that dream. Don't let that dream die, man.
All right, man.
Nah, bro.
Got to keep it alive. There's hope out there.
Yes, sir. All right,
Okay.
so let's get this sad shit out the way. Fucking another fucking black man dead for some bullshit. Pop Smoke died. Negro was only 20. I had no idea who this fool is. I don't know who he is. Did y'all listen to him at all?
No clue.
You didn't listen to him at all, Kanye?
Nah, bro.
Like I heard some of his stuff because he would be on like random playlists on Spotify and stuff like that, and it was pretty dope. But I wasn't like a crazy fan or nothing like that. But I knew who he was, and I'd heard some of his stuff, so it was cool. That kind of sucks. Yeah, like cat was 20 years old, bro. That's wild. 20
Yeah, man. At this point, it's the principle, bro.
Yeah.
What happened, Kanye?
I said at this point, it's the principle, man. We got way too many people passing, bro. Way too many people dying too early.
But they not just passing; they getting killed.
They getting killed.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
And it's almost like almost a year till Nipsey. The crazy shit, which ain't no fault of his own, but the whole thing where apparently he was on his IG like shooting his video and he was showing the bags of like stuff people left him and just flexing like he should be. He had this damn address on the bags by mistake, so somebody took advantage of that shit, and it's like,
yeah, you got to be careful, man. Especially if you're a celebrity like that.
Yeah, bro.
Nothing. I don't want to post the background where you at, just because you never know who's watching, who's gonna pop up.
Yeah, for real, man. You got to keep your business to yourself, bro.
Yep.
Gotta figure out something because that shit is absolutely crazy.
Yeah. That's wild.
And what I'm tripping about is it's not just Kanye. You're talking about it's not just people getting murdered. Fucking Juice WRLD died because he was popping pills.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of these kids and rappers, they rapping and talking about doing all them drugs, but they gonna catch up to you. It's fried a lot of their brains. But you figure after one of them would overdose, you figure they get the hint, but they don't.
All right, so I got a question because this made me think about this. Also, I got to post a link to these. So after I post this question, y'all two motherfuckers talk while I talk some shit. So on Pop Smoke side, Nip side, these dudes who mad hard, who unfortunately dying by that shit. And they was popular for the gangster shit or whatever, right? Especially Pop Smoke. But on the other side, you got peeps like Mac, you got peeps like Juice WRLD, who act like they died for the other reason, but their music was more dudes actually able to like share their emotions and the emo shit and and be able to do that. And both when Juice and when Pop died, they had the same amount of love. And I'm just like, I'm feeling that's one positive I'm getting out of it is that people are starting to let Black men and men of color actually like feel their emotions and shit, even though we got to be hard. That's just the shit that popped in my brain that I was wondering about. Well, what's y'all thoughts on that? And I'm gonna leave y'all two up there because like I said, I gotta post these links and shit. So talk for about 5 minutes.
All right. Go ahead, Kanye.
No, go ahead, E. I'm trying to get my thoughts together real quick.
I mean, I see it like it's good, but if you hear their music and the content of it, I feel like a lot of it is a cry for help, really. But people don't hear it, or they don't have the right people around them, or you know, if in them cases when they're ODing, like you got to be a homie and be like, yo, you got to put that down. Like you can't be doing that. And I mean, it's cool. It's cool to be emotional and get whatever you're gonna get out on the record, but at the same time, like you got to know when you're being toxic and when you're hurting yourself. But I mean, it's a sad case, and it just seems like people don't learn, especially them kids being so young. You can't be mixing these drug cocktails and thinking nothing's gonna happen. Like it's gonna catch up to you eventually.
Yeah,
I don't wish death on nobody, but I mean, you gotta let it go, gotta put it down.
Yeah, and man, to be honest with you, I guess I got like two different thoughts on it. But my first thing is like, you know, kind of like you were saying, it's one thing to be able to, you know, get on the record and explain your feelings and stuff. But like, I use us as an example. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of us been tight, man, since the beginning of high school. Some of us even before that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so like, we actually have the avenue. As much trash as we talk with each other, if something's going on with each of us, bro, like we're there. You know what I mean? Like, what the problem is, a lot of people don't have those core friends that's willing to be like in your face, you know, number one, to tell you when you're messing up, number two, to actually be there as a real support. Like, you know what I mean? Like I said, we talk a lot of trash. Even if we going through something, you know, we'll clown each other. But at the end of the day, if it's a real concern, we like, hey, you know, you my boy at the end of the day, man. Like, I'm not gonna let you do nothing stupid. And the truth of the matter is, like, I think about us back in like high school. We thought we was invincible. You know what I mean? Like, truth of the matter is, we thought we was invincible. And so, like, you know, I understand how some people have that mentality as far as the, you know, like you were saying, like mixing cocktails. You know, you got a whole bunch of drugs going on and stuff, and people thinking that's cool or whatever, and that's okay. But the truth of the matter is, like, you're a human being. Body can only take so much. You know what I mean? Like, even we had a limit to the stuff we do because we knew that in the back of our minds. Like, we invincible, but we not stupid. I'm not calling these people stupid, but I'm saying some of the decisions they make as a way to have a temporary release from the stuff they going through, man, is going to cause nothing but trouble at the end, bro. It's going to cause nothing but trouble later. So it's a sad thing to see, though, man. It's a sad thing to see because people have that support that they need.
And like you said, you know, the problem is a lot of these cats don't have, like, using the music as an outlet. That's a good avenue. Like, that's dope. That should be your therapy instead of using the music as an avenue and then still resorting back to that toxic behavior. But at the same time, if you don't have that core group of friends around you, you know, like us, then, you know, you got a bunch of yes men around you, and they just gonna be like, all right, yeah, that's cool, because they just want to be, you know, hanging on the coattails. So if everybody's telling you yes, it's like, all right, cool, this is okay. At the end of the day, it's not. So are these really your friends, or are they just trying to, you know, are they just behind you for the clout and be like, all right, as long as you know you're getting some notoriety, I'm gonna be behind you. You know, like it's easy to be there. It's easy to be there when somebody's winning. It's hard to be there when they're losing. So
boy, say that again.
But just like all of us.
It's also one of the things, man.
I said just like us, like we'll be the first one to call each other out, you know, at the same time, but we be the first one to, you know, if y'all need anything, like, let us know, and we're actually there, like, we'll actually be there. So it's different. It's a different kind of friendship, for sure.
Yeah, man. So what ends up happening, you know, just to continue what you're saying, what ends up happening is that music doesn't, like you said, it doesn't end up being your release from what you're going through. What it ends up being is just you reporting to people what you're doing. You know what I mean?
It's like a diary, or a distraction.
Yeah, exactly. And so, man, that ends up being like, you know, that ends up being a real big catch-22, man. It's like, you know, people are listening to the music, but they're not paying attention to the content. It's like, that's a real cry for help sometimes. And people are just like, oh, man, Like,
yeah, help me.
yeah, yeah, help me, nigga.
Help me. Yeah, word. But you know, people don't see it like that. They're blind. But
yeah, man.
Hey, what can you do? At the end of the day, they're gonna make their own decisions. They're grown ass men. But the crazy part is these cats are so young. Like at the same time, they may not be able to handle what somebody older or more experienced or whatever is able to handle. Whether it's anything, drinking, smoking, whatever. So like doing them all together, and then it's you're not even fully developed yet.
Exactly, man. Your mind, your body, everything. It ain't cool yet, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it's crazy, bro. I don't know. That's now. Go ahead.
I'm saying, and the truth is, we actually know people. I'm not speaking on you specifically. I'm saying, like, we know people who, abuse drugs, abuse something, man, and you see the ramifications, like you see what goes on. And so it's just like, hey, y'all got to have some more people inside your lives to kind of, let you know, hey, that y'all got to let go of that dumb shit, bro. Like, y'all got to let go of some of that stuff, man. There's some different outlets you need to be willing to take.
Yeah, I'm sure every one of y'all called me stupid or like told me I done messed up or did something retarded, and it's
nigga, stop saying that word. That's exactly what I'm calling you, stupid motherfucker.
Like I said what I said, anyways. But at the same time, it's like I expect y'all to do that, and I appreciate that. So, I mean, it is what it is. So when I am acting retarded, y'all can't call me out.
Yeah,
love y'all.
Love y'all too. Yeah, man, definitely. Don't say it. I don't say it enough, man. To be honest, I don't get to tell y'all that enough, man. I appreciate y'all. What happened?
You say you don't say it enough. I said what? That I'm retarded?
Man, I'm gonna just here. Y'all can start saying some more stupid shit.
Oh, I thought you was gonna mute me because I said retarded.
Nah.
Oh man.
Just going to the next thing.
Bro.
Now, the title is Pop Smoke and Hersheys. Kanye, have you seen this dress?
Kanye has not seen this dress until right now.
Yeah.
Is that a Hershey chocolate wrapper?
That is a double stuffed Hersheys.
Yes, it is.
I don't know which. That's not a kiss. That's a.
Stop it. Stop it.
I like the thought. I like the thought. I just don't like how it looked. I don't think it plays off, but the thought was cool to me.
The thought was cool. No, I don't like how she looked. I don't like how the dress looked.
No, I don't like how the dress looked. I don't even think it looked good. But I gotta admit, the candy bar purse or wallet was kind of dope.
I figured it out though. And I might never mention Lizzo again if I don't have to. But I think she's trying to be polarizing. Like,
oh yeah.
So I mean, sure. at the same time, like all press is good press. So her doing everything that she's doing, I get it now. So I'm not going to be going in as hard because I know what she's doing. She's trying to be in the conversation. She's trying to get the clicks. She's trying to get the attention. Right. So and from that aspect, if we never talk about her self again, I'll be all right.
Yeah.
She gonna be. She gonna keep coming out with music though, right? She ain't going nowhere.
I don't gotta listen to it.
No, you don't.
I'ma just say I've seen a lot worse dresses than what she tried to pull off. I'm gonna leave it at that. Like I think a lot worse.
I think the ranking of food dressing goes the Hershey bar, Lady Gaga's meat dress is all
I feel like that's one of them dresses that the freaks would get at like Sloss and Swap Meet or something like that. Wear back in the day or something. That's funny.
You see something? Pull up that dance.
What happened?
Yeah.
So you see somebody pull up in that for a Sadie's Hawkins dance in high school?
Man, what? Yep.
Kanye.
Their partners like a Snicker bar or something.
Kanye, you can't tell me not one of your grandmas at your church got that on with a Hersheys hat.
With a hat.
Got some candy bars coming out.
No.
I know you can see it. I know you're there preaching like.
No.
Nobody can see behind her.
Hey, I have seen some terrible outfits, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you though. I've walked into some churches that was like, ooh. But Ain't nobody trying to pull off that Hershey bar, that Hershey milk chocolate bar, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's not shaped like she's shaped like a Hershey fondue fountain or something.
Easy. Yeah, we done talking about Lizzo, bro.
I'm gonna mute you for like 2 seconds.
Why?
Nah, I ain't gonna mute you. But damn, Eazy, come on.
Oh man.
Look, she big, black, and beautiful. Let it be.
Yeah, you keep telling her that, but
I will, and she will.
You lied to yourself, man.
Ain't bad, bro. She ain't bad, bro.
She's not bad, dog. She is that bad. Obesity is a disease, and it needs to be cured.
You don't know that woman's life. You don't know whether or not she has some actual disease.
She might have a thyroid problem.
Tell her to stop eating thyroids then.
I knew it was coming.
Oh man, I don't know. I'm just reacting to the outfit. That's it. It's all good.
Yeah, the outfit, like again, if the
terrible.
Hersheys outfit actually looked better, that's fine. I just think the dress doesn't look that good at all.
Yeah, if it was on like Sanaya Lathan or something.
Look, I bet you if
Hey, I bet you Rihanna could pull that off.
well, Rihanna,
Rihanna can pull off a lot, bro.
Yeah. Oh, you ain't lying.
go ahead, Eazy, keep shooting your shot. See what you wanna do.
Come on, bro. Yeah,
I'm done. Thoughts over. Thoughts over.
Oh, no.
Man.
All right. So I just heard about this a couple days ago that also I just feel like it's disgusting and stupid. And so y'all remember when they had the hologram of Pac?
Yeah.
Right. At Coachella, that was cool, right? And they some movie producers are trying to bring James Dean back to life by using a hologram in a movie coming up, like hologram James Dean, which I got my own thoughts about that. But for the both of y'all, guess who is going on tour again? Whitney Houston.
That's
Hologram.
impossible, huh?
Hologram.
You know what's crazy about that? People will buy tickets and show up.
Oh yeah, for sure. So which Whitney? Which Whitney Houston?
I knew you was gonna say that. The healthy Whitney or the not so
They
healthy
both were
Whitney?
entertaining.
Huh?
Yeah, they both were kind of entertaining, though. I need regular Whitney. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be regular Whitney. So what I heard is that they're gonna take like recordings of songs and then mix it with live footage. So when you go see, you're not just hearing the songs you already know. But for real, I don't need that. I don't know who needs that.
I think that hologram thing was like, all right, it was cool with Pac, and then after that, it was just like, OD, like we don't need to see that anymore. If you want to do a movie or something, like you just do the CGI. Just do like they did with Paul Walker, put somebody else's face on.
That's the thing. That's the new CGI. That's going to be the new CGI. That they're doing holograms for that.
I want to know who's benefiting from this. Who's getting the money from Whitney Houston's concert? Bobby.
Now, whoever her estate, I think her mom has hold of her estate, and she cleared it apparently, or at least I heard she cleared it. So
somebody trying to get paid.
Yeah, that's all that is, man. That's a big publicity stunt.
That's true.
I really,
I'm not a fan.
And I was listening to another podcast, and they were talking about how like if this is successful, the crazy shit's gonna be like kids coming up now are gonna be like, oh yeah, that's normal. I'm gonna go see a hologram of somebody who died, and it's just like, fam, that's not how this works.
Yeah.
How you going
to? That's like going to like a you might as well just go to a tribute concert or something like that. The artist ain't even there. How you gonna buy tickets to go see an artist and they not even there?
Exactly. That's the weirdest stuff I've never heard.
Yeah, word. And the crazy part is the tickets will probably be crazy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they gonna charge full price. Oh, full price.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of concerts that ain't gonna happen and ain't gonna be there, how about no, it's not sharing. Share the screen, motherfucker.
The Lovers and Friends joint?
Fam.
Is that what you were talking about?
Wait, what happened? I missed it.
Lovers and Friends.
Bro. I saw that flyer, and when I first saw it, I was like, oh, that's dope. But then immediately my second thought was, no way.
Look at the first name.
Yeah, bro, Lauryn Hill. Has she even showed up to any of her shows?
I bought a concert ticket to Lauryn Hill, and I ain't go see her. And everybody was like, "Why are you doing that?" I'm like, "Just in case." Nope.
You did wait. She didn't show up.
They canceled the show, so it's basically the same.
She show up as much as Andre 3000 do for Outkast.
Man.
Hey man, watch your mouths.
Hey, I love them, bro, but there's a reason why they ain't doing music right now.
Lauryn Hill, Usher, Ludacris, Lil Jon, TLC, like.
Well, TC, L ain't gonna be there.
Like that could be a whole show in itself. Janae Aiko, Summer Walker, Megan
Summer Walker don't even want to perform no more.
Yeah, word. How they gonna pull that off? And like initially when this was posted, didn't Lil Kim,
oh shoot, T-Pain about to be that much.
Twister and
Mace.
Who else? And Mace, yeah, they were like, take me off this, like this. Hey, pull that back up, bro.
Oh, Mace,
here's the funny thing. This is the reason why I did this. Here's the funny thing.
Yeah, they posted said that this wasn't real, but then I guess like Lil Kim retracted and was like that was good or something. But
right here, the check is cleared.
Oh, okay.
Thank Uncle Snoop, guys, because if it wasn't for him, this would not be happening. But y'all know how much I love Callie and Uncle Snoop. See y'all May 9th, 2020. Tickets on sale tomorrow. So now she's saying it's happening.
Yeah, click back on the flyer.
Yeah,
that was just the first two lines.
Yeah,
zoom in on that joint.
Lil Kim, I'm sorry, but we're not going to see you, sweetheart, or what you are now.
Word.
Yeah.
Nelly, Sean Paul. I'll go to a Sean Paul show alone and a Nelly show.
I told you I'm trying to see T-Pain though.
Yeah, word. We were just talking about that. Remember the 3 rings and the rapper?
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah.
I was just listening to the 3.
Ja Rule, Fat Joe, SWV, Sweetie. Oh, I love Sweetie. Twister's my guy. Trick Daddy, Genuine.
You ain't no
Drew
man.
Hill. Next, huh?
You ain't no man. Trick Daddy.
No, man.
112. Mario. Dog, that line.
Let's go, John B. Come on, John B.
What?
Klay Thompson? He gonna be there?
Yeah, he's gonna be there.
Damn, Baby Bash is at the bottom. I didn't even see that shit. Now
and Frankie
Baby Frankie J.
It's gonna be a high school reunion.
Yeah, right. I ain't heard Nina Sky since. Yeah, I ain't heard Nina Sky. That was. Dang.
The crazy part is even with all those artists, how many do y'all think are gonna drop out?
I'm giving it at least 60%.
That's a one day thing. How are you even gonna catch all that music? There's no way. Unless everybody got a 5 minutes.
At least 60 to 70% don't show up.
Lauryn Hill got the check and she still ain't gonna show up.
She ain't coming. She's like, yeah, you can put me on the flyer. I'm good.
Yeah, y'all might as well just play my CD.
Word. We'll let the DJ spin my tracks.
Right.
Yeah. I was super excited when I saw it, and then after that, I was just like, man, this is real fire festy. So.
Yep.
And Ja Rule's on it, so.
It's definitely.
What do you think about it, Ja? Yeah, nah.
It's crazy.
Crazy part is I know a bunch of people that bought tickets, and I was like this close. I even signed up for the little pre-sale joint, and then I was like, nah. Then I'm not trying to throw no bread away, especially if Ja Rule's on there. I'm trying to.
That's all you're doing.
Yeah, I'm good. I'll pass.
Hard
hey,
pass.
But if it's a success, cool. More power to them. Maybe they can have another one.
Yeah. I don't see it happening.
And everybody actually show up.
Yeah, that's way too many. Where are they supposed to be having it?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I didn't see it. If it's Snoop's, probably in Long Beach. Could be. I don't know. I don't know what the menu is, to be honest. I just saw.
Was Snoop on the flyer? Is he not performing?
He's one of the promoters or sponsors or whatever. Like
I'm not trying to hear. I'm trying to hear. Let's get blow.
What is this?
That's my jump.
That is slap.
It just says Los Angeles, the entire city of Los Angeles.
Bruh, that event is not.
That's vague. Yeah, so you buy tickets, and what does your ticket say in LA?
Just drive through when you drive through.
Just
you'll find it at some.
Cahuenga, keep driving. Yeah.
No.
I mean, I'd love to
Gonna
go.
be somewhere down Shaw or Slauson.
If I could guarantee that it was legit, I'd go.
It looks like a legit lineup, but with Mason Betha saying "take me off this shit," and
Yeah.
I still can't believe what Lil Kim says about getting the check cleared until Snoop. I need Snoop in his mama head wrap saying "we home." That's what I need,
bro. And y'all said it's a 1-day event.
Yeah, I think so. If I'm not mistaken.
Way all the people going performing, bro.
Exactly, that's what I was saying. Because even if you have multiple stages, like you're gonna miss. You won't be able. You'll probably have to pick one person from every line if you want to hear him. You're not gonna be able to catch all that.
Nah, you're gonna have to like figure out morning to night. Just here at 7, here
get
at
the
8.
itinerary. You're gonna be bringing running shoes because you're gonna hear one and have to take off.
Yeah, baby, hurry. We're gonna make.
Let's go. Gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Kanye, I know you listened to it. Easy. Did you listen to Kyle's new shit and Weeknd's new shit?
Yes.
Okay. So first, let's get back to the 805 legends, because we talked about Andy last week. Let me hear y'all thoughts on Kyle, because I brought it up to you, Kanye. You said you didn't even know what I Spy was until you heard it. Yeah. Look, I didn't heard Kyle. I think Eazy. Don't you know Kyle slightly?
I mean, I've like met him and talked to him a few times, but I know people around him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've heard Kyle on a couple tracks, like verses. He's not bad.
He's
I Spy was just, it had Yachty on it, and it wasn't the greatest.
I'll be honest. The track you had me listen to wasn't bad, but it's just not my style anymore, if that makes sense. It's probably something that I would have bumped if I was born in this generation. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the truth of the matter.
I didn't like I Spy either, and I heard the little deliverance begin ding 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 ding, and I was like, nah, we're about to have this shit again. But the beat dropped.
That beat drop.
I enjoyed that shit. I thought the song Yes with, I couldn't even tell when K Camp or Rich the Kid was rapping, because I don't know. I can't tell the difference between people. But I thought the song was kind of dope.
This song wasn't bad, but like, ooh, bruh, my only experience with him other than that was I Spy, and that made it a whopping 20 seconds on its first listen.
See, so I remember it was kind of the same thing, like with how I got to listen to Logic. And I remember I was at one of the homies' crib, and they had been telling me for a minute, like, yo, listen to Kyle. And I was just kind of like, I'd never heard none of his stuff. I wasn't like really paying any attention to it. And I think one night we were just kicking it at the homies, and he played it. He played Beautiful Loser, like the album front to back. And the whole time I'm kind of like, hey, yo, like, hey, this goes. And then they're like, man, that's Kyle. And I was like, oh, snap. So I Spy was initially how he got like his big notoriety, because he had been working with artists before that. But I Spy was like his big break. But I wish that I Spy would have been like his breakout, and then Beautiful Loser would have came out after, because I think Beautiful Loser was his best project. And the song that he just released, I thought with the Rich the Kid and K Camp being on the track, I thought it was gonna be it was gonna slap a little more. But you heard that
guitar and banjo come in at the beginning. It was just like shit.
It's a cool song, but he kind of stays like in like his comfort zone as far as if you listen to his music, a lot of the songs sound similar. So it's a cool song. I mean, I guess it's to what's to be expected. So
would you recommend Beautiful Loser then?
Yes. Like play that. Okay. Play that. Listen to that, and then let me know.
Yeah.
Let me know.
I haven't listened to Beautiful Loser either. I just heard him on one of Chance's songs when he did the song with Donnie Trumpet in The Social Experiment, a verse on that, and I think he has a verse on something with Big Sean that I heard outside of I Spy, where I won't knock him down, but yeah.
Yeah, so
I'll come in with fresh eyes, man, and give that a real listen to. Then I'll listen to Beautiful Loser, because I haven't heard it. Like I said, the only song I had ever heard from him was I Spy, and that, I'm sorry, is hot garbage.
It's not good. It's not good.
It's not what I said. I said hot Garbage.
Hey, win some.
Fine, yeah. It is hot garbage. All right, so I'm gonna let y'all kind of take over this Weeknd stuff. I listen to it, but for me, I can't really listen to the Weeknd because like his first album was played a lot during a very dark time in my life, and I don't like listening to the dude. So yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Heartless was dope. Blinding Lights sounds like Take on Me, that old ass take.
Yeah, I think that's where they sampled it from.
And it sounded like it. And going back to Kyle real quick, did any of y'all hear the whistle song from Jewel's Doe in the background?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. And that's the one point that I was like, okay, I'll listen to it more. But then the last one, After Hours at first was taking me back to like, nope, can't listen to this. And then he switched up on it again. So I was just like,
Yeah.
Back up.
Go ahead, Kanye.
Oh, bruh, I'm not gonna lie to you. I told Ru this before. I don't like The Weeknd. Like, it might be an unpopular opinion. I don't like his music. I don't like how it's not even his music, because like some of his beats and stuff are all right. I hate his voice, bruh. Like, I honestly hate his voice, bro. Like, and I was offended because I was talking to somebody about The Weeknd, and they said that he gets compared a lot to like Michael Jackson, and I was like, don't you ever insult Michael Jackson like that again, because like Weeknd most of the time sound like he crying. Like, I'm sorry, but he does. I hate listening to The Weeknd. Now I'll give you Blinding Lights. I didn't really like. What was the other one?
Heartless.
Yeah, Heartless was, I guess, a little better to listen to, but bruh, I just, at the end of the day, I don't listen to The Weeknd. I don't like The Weeknd's voice. I don't like hearing him. It's just my personal thing. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I don't like that.
So out of the three, I think what is it? Heartless, Blinding Lights, and After Hours.
Yep.
I think Heartless is my favorite, and then After Hours and Blinding Lights are kind of, they're both, I think they're kind of similar. I like both of them. They sound completely different, but Heartless is definitely my favorite. I didn't think I was like a big Weeknd fan, and then I started going through his like catalog, and realized I kind of knew a lot of his music. It was like subconsciously.
So I can't say I'm not like you, Kanye. It's not that I don't think he's bad. I think he can sing. Again, I got my own personal thing where I can't listen to him or it just brings back shit. But I actually think he's pretty good. My biggest thing with him is I have no idea what the fuck he's saying, like at all.
Kind of important at this point.
Content wise, or like you just can't understand him?
Because I can't understand him because he goes so damn high. When he starts to sound like he's crying, it's just excuse me. Except when the one thing, he's ruthless as fuck though. Yeah. Like you listen to his own shit, he don't give a fuck about no bitches, no hoes, because that's all his. Yeah. I didn't think
I was as big of a Weeknd fan until I realized like, damn, I kind of know all his music. But yeah, I like it. I listen to it.
Kanye's a hard no.
Bro, I'm sorry, man. Like, it's not even that. Like, I know the man is talented. It's just, it's not for me. Like, his voice is not for me. I can't do it. I can make it through like a song or two, and then I'm changing. I'm sorry. Immediately. Yeah.
All right.
That's how I feel about Tyler. No, not even about
Kanye, do you listen to Tyler, the Creator?
No.
I'm like the only motherfucker who does. Have you tried listening to him? That's the question.
Yes.
The last two albums, not his old shit.
No, I've listened to him like lately, and I'm.
Hey, that's it. Hey, again, this is your opinion. This is not for y'all. I love that shit though. Love that shit. Anyway, all right. So,
I did hear that discussion though between y'all, and I laughed my tail off.
We gonna talk about this NFL shit first, or we can talk about the cheating ass Astros and how they cheated your Dodgers and my Yankees out of some shit.
Let's talk about the Astros first.
Fuck them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. The league has to do something about punishment, but I mean, as far as how they're gonna handle it, because you can't just be like, okay, now we're aware that y'all cheated, whatever. But we're really not going to do anything about it. Like, how do you do that? Even if you're not going to give it to somebody else, you just vacate it for that year or whatever. All right, cool. And then ban them from the postseason for a couple years. Like, it's like in college football. If you get caught in a scandal or something like that, they'll take away your scholarships. they'll ban you from bowls for however many years. You know, suspend the coach. Like they need to implement that in baseball. I almost feel like they need to do that in football as well because, for example, the Patriots done been in more scandals than who knows what. But of course, because it's Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, they get a slap on the wrist, and it's like, all right, don't do it again. They do it again, nothing happens. So it's like that's how I feel as far as the Astros go. Like y'all cheaters, bro. Like now y'all playing the Dodgers. Of course, y'all gonna whoop on the Dodgers if y'all got the upper hand.
Fam, I felt so bad for Clayton Kershaw because
I did too.
He was getting buried. He was getting buried.
God.
Yeah, like an ERA of like 1.43 or something like that, and then goes in and gives up like 8 runs right out the end. And at first, I was just like, all right, we need to can Kershaw. I was a super big Kershaw fan, and then over the last 2 years when we hit the postseason, I'm just like, all right, he's just not it, bro. Like, nah, Kershaw got to go. But now knowing what I know, I'm kind of taking some of that heat off Kershaw and just like, all right, it's 100% not all your fault. So
yeah, I felt the same way, Eazy, because like you were saying, man, like I was one of them. I was like, bruh, we might need to go ahead and go, find somebody else because he can't close for us. You know what I mean? Like he can't finish the job when it matters most.
Yep.
But you get that information later, and it's kind of like, dang, like, bruh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I was dragging your name in the dirt a little bit. I apologize.
Yeah, and I was too. And it wasn't like we didn't have the pitching. Like we had Jansen and Ryu, and there was a plethora of other pitchers that we could have used. But of course, you want to go with your ace. So, I mean, I get it, I respect it, but it just, it wasn't.
But Eazy, you also sound a lot like, I was watching First Take, and you kind of have the same perspective that Stephen A. Smith does, and I'm kind of with you. I'm like, it's not that y'all could award it to the Dodgers or to the Yankees, but you for damn sure got to take it away from the Astros. And they're still running their mouth like, we still felt like we would have won regardless. Yep. Come on, bro.
Every single one of them.
When you weren't at home, y'all were getting spanked when y'all weren't at home.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of them gonna get beamed for at least 30 games straight.
I mean,
Manfred wants to come out and say any pitcher who beams them is getting kicked out. See here, we got two LeBron. This thing is stupid. We got two LeBron James haters with two Laker fans right here. What y'all think about the fact that he actually called out Manfred about doing some shit? So LeBron
I'm more of a LeBron James supporter as of late since Nip and Kobe died. But as far as that goes, it's like it goes back to it's good. Athletes of that caliber need to call them out because if nobody's gonna hold them to that type of standard, who is? If you just hear it from the fans, it's like, all right, yeah, whatever. But now you got players, it's like if you're in the NBA and you're hearing it from the CBA or the actual players, and the great players at that, they have more pull and they have more say so, and it helps your cause. But if everybody just sits back and nobody wants to say anything about it because they don't want no backlash, then it's never gonna change. So you need a LeBron James to step up and say, hey, this is wrong. Period. You can say whatever you want to say. This is wrong, and it needs to change.
Yeah, I can't disagree with Eazy at all, man. That's really the main point, man. Like you have people who have some clout behind their name standing up for obvious blatant cheating, man. It's like hey, you gotta y'all got something has to be done. Like it makes no sense that these men are still getting paid. You know what I mean? They still got their full checks and all that stuff. No money's getting taken away from them. They still got their rings. I'd take their rings. Like I'm trying to snap the championship because that type of blatant cheating, man, is like it makes it to where you can't enjoy the sport. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We talk a lot about like other sports, like other things being rigged, but like when it's obvious and this blatant, this in your face, and you do nothing about it, it means that you don't really care. It shows that your actual organization doesn't care.
You talk about pulling up like Debo and snatching chains. Look like somebody about to snatch that chain off your neck. Man.
Oh, yeah, mama gave me that chain.
Hey, but yeah, it's crazy, man. It's blatant.
I don't give a shit about baseball that much. Just the Yankees when they in, and I was mad that they deprived us of Yankees Dodgers. I would have watched that shit.
Yeah, that would have been dope.
So
yeah.
Anyway, and so what's this new shit? The new proposed playoffs for the NFL. So more 7 to 9 teams about to be in the playoffs now.
Depending what division they're in. So what they're gonna do is they want to make it 17 games instead of the 16. So you eliminate one preseason game, and then you get like an extra wild card game in the playoffs. So basically, the top two, 1 seeds they get a bye, and then you get an extra wild card game. So I think that's dope because you're lengthening the season, but you're shortening the preseason, which is kind of ultimately the goal. Because I mean, like perfect example. Baseball is not on the level that basketball or football is, period. So to have stuff like that's going on in baseball like that, baseball's slow. So that's why people don't like watching it on TV. It's cool to go to a game or whatever, but
you sure about that? I've been to a game. That's just boring as fuck. But anyway.
Well, I mean, the environment, the ambiance, whatever you want to call it. But in football, like it's better for football because then you go through that dead period where there's no basketball, there's no football.
Worst.
It's the worst. There's nothing to talk about. And you're in that however many months of dead space. So
look, Easy. Even you are happy when the World Cup is on because you got something to root for and look at, and you hate soccer more than baseball.
I mean, like I don't want to say I hate soccer anymore because I've been broadening my horizons.
Anymore. There you go. Anymore.
Yeah. But yeah, because now I'm watching hockey and soccer, and I caught myself watching golf. I was like, what's going on right now? But
your ass.
Huh?
I said I know your ass is bored.
Because you're in that period where there's nothing going on sports wise.
Hey, no, I'm not disagreeing, man. I watch tennis like during those empty times. I watch tennis, but you're only gonna get like one event every couple months that's gonna be on TV. So I understand during those little breaks, you gotta find something, man, to keep you there.
5 in the morning, it's like I'm not up at that time. So
my one thing about lengthening the season is about dudes getting hurt, man. They already fucking themselves up. One extra game that's not preseason. I did hear that if they do lengthen the preseason, the players get a bigger cut, which is good. And shit, like if with that current playoffs, the Chiefs wouldn't have got a bye. They would have had to beat 3 teams instead of 2, whatever it is. But yeah, just the susceptibility of people getting hurt. I'm trying to figure out because JJ Watt came out and was like, "Yo, we're not signing the CBA. We're not doing this. Figure some other stuff out." So I wonder how that plays into it. Whether or not the players are like, "Nah," because they already like, "Nah." You got all these people retiring at like 27, making me cry and shit.
It's a double-edged sword because people want to watch football. Like football is a gladiator sport. That sport is unnatural to begin with. You're taking grown men and having them run full speed against each other. So like the whole CTE thing and all that, the moment you strap up, you know what you're putting yourself up against. Like you know the risks that involve football. So if you decide,
easy question.
Sadly.
What?
Were you considered grown when you strapped up? Because you're kind of short compared to everybody else and shit. So just asking.
I mean, at that point, I had to go by age because the weight thing was, man, whatever.
Anyway.
But anyways, but yeah, so it's like you can get hurt in practice,
right?
Yeah.
Practice.
Talk about practice.
So
not the game I love,
bro. You can go outside and miss a step and get hurt. So at the end of the day, it's kind of like you can do whatever you have to do to prepare your body. And nothing against JJ Watt, but he's also a player that's been banged up on and off a lot. JJ Watt is a great player. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, coming from JJ, it's kind of like, bro, you injury prone. I don't want to hear that from you. Let me hear somebody like a Drew Brees or like a player or like a Marshawn Lynch or a player that that regardless of you're gonna get nicked up, you're gonna get bumps and bruises, but that comes with the territory. You're gonna hurt Monday morning.
That's why I love Marshawn in general. That conference after he was out, when he was like, "Look, stack your bread,
get the chicken,
get your chickens,
shit, get your shit, man. Better get your shit." You ain't going.
But
man, I don't know how many of these inside jokes we're gonna have that people will be like, "What the fuck are y'all talking about?" Whatever.
But I mean, I think it's good for football. I think and it all goes back to like players being more conscious, and on top of that, load management. From a coach's perspective, just like they do it in the preseason. All right, you're gonna play. The starters will play one series, and then they're gonna play one quarter, and then they're gonna play 2 quarters or a half or whatever it is. You got to do the same thing. All right, if you know you got a player that's injury prone or they're fragile or whatever, or maybe you shouldn't give them the ball 30 times a game or something like that. Or if you're
why you got a 3-man roster.
If you got 53 players, bro, pull them out the game. If you're up, you're winning, or y'all down, y'all know y'all not gonna come back, pull them out. But some coaches are stubborn and some players are stubborn. So at the end of the day, like, you can't complain if you get hurt.
Yeah, true that.
You signed up to play football from the get-go. From the moment you start playing football, you're gonna get hurt. There's that possibility that you're gonna get hurt.
Yeah, that's why I don't blame these dudes for retiring so young. I'm like, shoot, you in, you out, you ready to go.
I'm sorry what happens on the back. Yeah, I'm sorry what happens to them on the back end, but I don't feel bad for you. You signed up to play football. Like that. Boxing, whatever the sport, UFC, whatever the sport may be, you knew the risks that were involved. So
yeah,
you're a grown individual, so you gotta take the good with the bad. At the end of the day,
the first part of your sport is contact sport. There will be a lot of
gladiator sport. Yes, no.
Yeah,
people want to see hits. People want to see hits. Like, remember they used to have the compilations of like hits from the season. You can't even hit like that anymore in football, period. So I don't know how defenders are supposed to play defense if you can't do anything, bro. You're running full speed. If you're running full speed and the guy across from you is running full speed and you run a 4.5 and he runs a 4.3, how are you supposed to adjust your body at game speed to not hit? It don't make no sense.
Yeah. Easy. Have you watched the XFL yet?
I've caught maybe 2 games. It actually wasn't bad.
I'm about to say, I know the first week actually got some pretty good reviews, man. I've only got
sold out that game, and it had like the highest reviews of what people were watching on TV. I was happy for them because when XFL first came out, it was bad.
Boy,
everybody actually watched TV back then. Don't nobody be watching TV now. They ain't got nothing to beat.
I mean, but people tuned in and they're selling tickets, so good for them. Good for the XFL.
Yeah.
Hey, was it Matt McGloin who got benched for cussing out his team or some shit like that?
Did he?
Because he was playing like crap. Yeah.
Yeah, like right before the halftime interview, he called out his team, so the coach was like, "Yep, you out."
Mm-hmm. Yep, that was him.
Hey,
like it would help.
Before we get out of here and talk about boxing, we got Wilder or Fury tonight.
Can I be real? I want Fury to win.
Me too.
That first fight was one of the fights that I've seen in a long time, and it was dope as shit. It was Fury that got knocked out and got up like the Undertaker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit was I was like, that dude is out. I was like, what if he's Kane back there or some shit helping him out?
Yeah, he's gonna have to knock him down because nowadays judges they're not judging fair. There's too many draws. There's too many not upsets, but say if the fight is close, they're gonna give it to the champ because you have home field advantage.
Yeah, Fury. Even though he got knocked out, Fury won that fight last time. To me.
I agree, but you know, in boxing now you just gotta be blatant, like you gotta be dominant, and you know, even if you're more active. At the end of the day, you got to make a statement because if not, they're just gonna give it to they're gonna leave it with the champ, or they'll do a cop out, call a draw, so y'all got to fight again. Because boxing isn't the same how it used to be now. Like with the whole Floyd starting when he could pick his own fighters, that's what ruined boxing. Because now you don't have to fight the number 1 contender anymore. Back in the day, you didn't have a choice. You were the champ. You had to defend your belt against the number 2 regardless. Now. Fighters can duck and dodge as long as they want for the duration of their career and go 30-0, but you didn't fight nobody.
Right.
You fight the number 5 or the number 6 or the number 7, so you got your belt. But I mean, what does that mean?
Yeah, and then it was supposed to be Anthony Joshua was the one who was supposed to fight one of them until El Cholo knocked him out, right?
I think so. El Cholo.
I can't remember his name. I just remember
Andy Ruiz.
Yeah, and he had the New York Knicks jersey on, so I gave him all the respect in the world.
Yeah,
I was fine with that.
But stuff like that happens. I mean,
because Joshua was ducking both of them for a while, wasn't he? Wilder and Fury. Wilder in particular.
He didn't really want no smoke, but
Yeah.
Perfect example, like if you know somebody's just better than you, of course you're gonna duck and dodge them. I'm taking all the 4, 5s, and 6s that I can take because they can do that now. Back then, you didn't have a choice. You get knocked out or retain your belt. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go watch it tonight. I'm excited.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna try to watch it myself. But yeah, who you got? E? I mean, who you got? Ru?
I do think Fury's gonna, if the judging is fair, which I think Fury can dodge too much for Wilder. Wilder can win it at any point because that's how he wins. He just knocks the shit out of people. But he saw last fight that Fury can take that punch and come back up. So
yeah,
because again, last fight Fury was giving it to him.
Yeah,
giving it to him. But yeah, so I'm going Fury.
I'm going Fury.
Yeah, me too, man.
Cool. Well, with that, longest episode yet, but it's all good. Kanye, thank you for coming through.
Yes, sir.
Of course, man. I'll be back. Y'all might see me next week.
Hey, we can get up to 5. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
All right, man. Appreciate all y'all that came in and out of the chat. Next time, leave some comments so we can talk to y'all, and we will see y'all on the next one.
Peace. Yes, sir. Be easy.